Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and this is Heather, my fellow crone, and we're welcoming Juno from Junosphere today. So, Juno, welcome and thank you for being here with us.
Hi, everybody.
With your skeleton hands.
Yeah. And my latest creation, hot off the needle this morning, or the hook, I should
love
say.
it. And what's that called?
It's the technique is a mosaic crochet, and it's
mosaic crochet.
It's the most intense crochet technique I've ever done, but it takes a lot of focus. But when I saw the skeleton pattern, I went, "Oh, I got to try that."
It's pretty much you, isn't it? Yeah. We have our skeleton. I love it. I think it's adorable.
What's really funny, when I was a kid, I used to be really thin and gangly and whatever, and my nickname was Bone. So I guess I'm living that out.
You are, even with your gloves. I love it. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Heather. Hi, Butterfly Kisses. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to hang out today and do 3-card readings with Juno. I'm going to attempt it. I've never done it before, but you're in safe hands because we've got Juno and Heather to read. You don't have to depend on me. What does she say? Yeah, she is pretty amazing, isn't it? Oh, hi, Lauren. Welcome. Hi, Jules. Nice to see you this afternoon. I hope you're not too tired from your bike ride home earlier.
Yep.
Hi, Cherie. We got a room full.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
And I want to apologize for the wrap, but since I took my collar off, I seem to be colder.
You don't need to apologize.
No need to apologize.
Well,
you look just fine.
Anyway.
You look lovely, darling. You look marvelous, as Billy Crystal.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous, right?
Right.
How's everybody out there in chat room land? I hope everybody's having a great day. We went out to brunch. I have my granddaughter and her boyfriend here. She's 20, my Emma. She's in school at CSU in Fort Collins, Colorado. And I've nabbed her for spring break. I'm so excited. And they've been here for a week and they're leaving tomorrow. So Gammy's sad. I'm always sad when my family leaves. Isn't that a nice change from being sad to see them?
Yeah.
Some people have horrible families. I am so blessed. I have a wonderful family and I love spending time with them. So that's really pretty nice. And our chat family is rocking and rolling. Yay. Sipping on a smoothie. Yum.
Sounds good.
We got all kinds of people. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. I can't read these. I have to put these up. Yeah. Oh, so maybe you should tell people, since Sherry already brought it up, about your new show with Sherry.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna every other Sunday starting next week. We're gonna do a show. We've kind of been playing around with it the last few times we've been together, where I'm gonna do the Destiny cards, which is reading with a regular deck of cards, and all we need to know is a people's birthday, the day and the month. Don't need to know the year, and can tell what their card is, so they can put in the chat if they want to know what their card is, and then if they've already had that done, they can put in like their spouse or people that are close to them if they want to know what their birthday is.
So how many cards do you actually pull for something like that?
It's just, this is one, like each person, just based on what day of the year you're born, you have a card that represents you. And then if somebody wants to have a longer reading, we can do like a year at a time. They can contact me. I've got my email that they can contact me for a reading to do it for a donation. And then I'm working on getting a calendar set up, like they can automatically go in and schedule. So I'm just kind of figuring out my days.
Pardon me? Use the square calendar. That works pretty well too.
Yeah, Wisdom Seeker Joan taught me how to use Calendly. So I've got it figured out pretty much, but my friend is having to go back and forth to the eye doctor and I have to drive her. So I'm kind of waiting till my schedule, I want to get that figured out before I schedule a lot of things. But in the meantime,
they can be tricky because we had some problems with scheduling Heather's, where I had to blank out where doctor visits and all that kind of stuff because they would interfere. Somebody would schedule something and then she'd have a doctor's
Yeah, I would have like
it took me a
3
while to.
PT a week, and not to mention the regular doctor appointments, which are
Yeah,
ridiculous. So,
it really kind of screwed me up till I got a handle on it.
Yeah, so that's why I thought for now, if people email me if they're interested, we'll work something out and then I'll get that set up so they can do by donation. But anyway, back to the show. So that's one thing we're doing. And then the other thing is the Jinshin Jyutsu Japanese healing art. I'm teaching some self-help. So if somebody has, I don't diagnose and it's nothing, it's a disclaimer, it's just to help you harmonize yourself. It's not about foregoing any medical treatment or anything like that. But if you've got a headache or, whatever it is, even mental, emotional, spiritual things that they want to call, put in the chat, not call in, but put in the
Right.
chat what they want to address. I can teach them things, simple things like what finger to hold or whatever to help them with that. And so
And that really works because you've done that with us. You've helped
it's
us.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is.
And I'll also be, if they've got questions for their pets, I'll also be able to give them some guidance on how they can help their pets. So we've decided to call that show Fortunes and Flows, because in Jinshin Jyutsu, the way we describe how the energy moves through the body is in a flow, different, like if you're holding your thumbs or whichever, you're facilitating a flow. So it's Fortunes and Flows. And we'll be starting that next Sunday. So I hope you guys can tune in and check us out.
Absolutely.
Sherry's just great. We have so much fun together, and people have been enjoying the shows that we have done. So we figured we'd go take off with it and see what happens.
Right. And you can get Juno's details are in the description page of this video. So it has her email and her YouTube channel on it.
Yeah,
okay.
Thanks. And I also do tarot and oracle readings, and I can teach self-help in a private session. All those things are available through private sessions also for donation.
Fantastic.
And I'm so excited to work with Sherry, and she's just been great. It's just really been like butter working with her. We're really having a lot of fun and goes smoothly. And so I thought I'd tell you guys what your cards are if you want to know based on your birthday.
I'd love to know it, and it's a good way to introduce it to our guests.
Sure. Okay, well, I looked up, I know what your birthdays are because you provided them to me prior for something else. And based on Heather's birthday, she is the 5 of Diamonds, fluctuation in values, business journeys, change in finances, sales, and your challenge is accountability. So there's can you see?
That's you.
That shows
5
up.
of Diamonds.
And I'm a 5 of Hearts, and 5s are always about a lot of changes. So, if you notice
that's
that
me, a lot of changes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
cool.
Just like when I found out I was a 5 of Hearts, then I didn't have to wonder, well, why was I married 3 times? It's a disappointment in men and classic divorce card, the 5 of Hearts. It's like,
oh wow,
why didn't I find that out before I got into all these relationships? It's so much
it
easier
helps you to
now.
understand yourself, though, right?
Okay.
Lisa says, "Is Jinjitsu is there need for a cold?"
Okay, what you can do for it, like if you've got a simple thing, if you've got head congestion, is if you put your thumbs, you can either cross your hands or not, and put it like in the front of your shoulder where your arm meets your torso and you find that tender spot there. If you put some pressure on that, it will drain your sinuses.
Explain that again. What am I doing?
So you can either cross your hands or not, doesn't matter. Put your thumbs or even the tips of your fingers where in the front of your shoulder where your arm meets your body, in the front, and more in the front, a little bit, yeah, right there. But go right where that crease is where your shoulder meets your body.
Right here?
Your arm meets your body. No, more towards your armpit. Just north of your arm. There you go. Just north of your armpits.
I'll get it eventually.
It's okay. But this is how self-help works, though. It's fine. It's like this is how we learn. So if you find a tender
in that
spot,
hole there, right there under the hole.
Yeah, kind of more towards your armpit, a little bit lower, but if you find that tender spot in there and just give some pressure on that, it will really clear your sinuses, clear your head out. So
let us know if it works, Lise.
I know I was in a store one time and the person who owned the store knew I did this Jinshin Jyutsu, and another person who was shopping in the store had a really congested head and was miserable. And so I just went up to her and stood in front of her and put my thumbs there on her for, I don't know, a minute or two. And then I just walked away. You know, I said, this is what you do, kind of showed her. I said, I hope this helps. And about 5 minutes later, she comes up to me and like she all emotional. She goes, oh my God, you cleared my head. So it can be
wonderful.
That's one that can work really quickly.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Especially during allergy season. And it's really allergy season right now.
Yeah, it's really good for
anybody
allergies.
that wants to know, we're going to do 3-card readings here in a minute, but please
What's your card?
Oh, she's going to tell me my card in a minute, but please ask your questions and, emojis, all caps, so the old lady eyes can see them. It's really hard to read the chat from here.
And I can't see the chat. If anybody wonders, I can't see it. I look at it later, though. I go back and watch the show later, and I'm making note like of everybody's birthdays, and I have a big calendar, so I'm keeping track. It's just interesting for me to see. And what's been really curious with all the ones that we've done on Sherry's show, you think you'd get a whole bunch of spades or hearts because they're like the spiritual card, and the hearts are the relationship and love cards, and they're mostly diamonds, diamonds and clubs. So it's just
okay. What was mine?
Okay, you are the Jack of Hearts, which is the Christ card. Christ consciousness, sacrifice, trial through error, teacher of universal love, and your challenge is being the unconditional giver of love. So that's your card, Phil.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then there's layouts of these cards, like when you lay all 52 out, and every year they change. There's a whole lot of reasons why they change, but this card always remains right in the center of the cross of the card, which is part of the reason why they call it the Christ card.
Right.
So
interesting. Well, thanks. Cool. I love it.
Cool. I'm going to move this so that we can just focus on the card.
Oh my God, look at that. It matches our background.
Color-wise.
You think I planned it, but I didn't.
I know. I love that. No, you wouldn't have known I was going to use this background. I never use it. I always think it's too busy.
And I don't normally I have a whole bunch of different mandalas, and I just ask Spirit every day.
I like the sparkly.
Yeah.
So I like the sparkles in it.
Yeah, you can't. It's more sparkly in person. It's really hard to, you know how it is with cameras. It's hard to bring everything off the same way, but we do the best we can. Oops. Trying to make it look straight. Anyway.
Okay. We actually have somebody that's ready to have a reading. Heather at Indigo Jaguar. She's
hey, Heather.
Ready.
Okay. And what deck are you going to just use the card deck?
Yeah, I'm not going to do the Destiny cards today, Heather. If you want to check in next Sunday when I'm on with Sherry on her channel, we're going to do fortunes and flows. We'll do the Destiny cards, but I'm saving that for Sherry's show. So tune back in with Sherry and we'll be happy to help you out there. But does she want a regular reading?
No, we're not using Destiny cards. What cards are you going to use today? Just to show everybody.
Yeah, for 3-card readings.
For 3-card readings.
I've got the Archangel Michael cards. I've got the Spirit Animal Oracle, and I've got the Whispers of Lord Ganesha.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and I have the Archangel Metatron cards.
I love those.
I have the Fairy cards, Oracle cards, and the Wisdom Oracle, but I don't know which ones I'll use on who. But I have
keep them guessing, right?
Huh?
Keep them guessing.
Yeah, well, I'll tell them what I'm using before I do, but
okay. I figured I'd pull one from each of these different decks this time and see how that works.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try 3 cards, and I've not done this before, so this is going to be different. We'll see what I can come up with, or nothing. I don't know.
Bless you.
Bless you, Heather. Okay, I'm getting some stars. Yay!
Okay.
Okay, Comet.
Okay.
And just so everybody knows, my camera is upside down because it's something with StreamYard and I don't know how to fix it, so bear with me.
Mirror image.
Yeah. No, it's not flipped mirror.
It's not mirror. I had something
fixed.
really strange that happened with mine. We have our camera horizontal, but it doesn't show horizontal in StreamYard. It shows like it's sideways.
I gotcha.
Like it shows, it looks like our heads are coming in from the side. So we had to change phones, which we use iPhone 8s for cameras. And I still can't get it. I can't get it right. I have a camera I can't use. I want to use it for card cam.
Yeah. Now, when I do Zoom, it's upright, but it's with StreamYard, it comes in upside down. So I don't know. And
it's weird, isn't it?
I'm sure if I spent enough time, I'd figure it out. And somebody told me of another program to use, but I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't invested the brain power yet to figure it out.
I hear that.
Do you want me to
I'm
go,
just going to keep track of the chat because I can't do both. Okay. Oh yeah, we're getting some folks.
Okay, let's see what we have here. If you're ready, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't want to jump in.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Juno, you always go first.
So Heather, what I pulled for you from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck is card 15, Revelation. So it's like you're going to have a new revelation coming along of, some new changes. I think with this new spring energy that we're going through now, and the equinox is coming up here in a few days. It's going to be a lot of new things are going to be revealed to you. And it might be, could be on a lot of different levels. I know you've been going through a lot of stuff. So I think you're going to see a breakthrough coming through. I love the purple colors in that card.
I do
And
too. That's
from
beautiful.
Archangel Michael, it's card 18, let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. So that goes right along with the revelations, and we've got to let go of stuff to make room for the new good stuff to come in.
Absolutely. Got to clear it out so you have space for the new.
Yeah, spring cleaning, right? And then from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, I have Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So once you get everything cleaned out and all polished up, then you can let it shine. And I know she's starting to do more of her artwork then. So I think that this is urging her to get out there and show her work and, shift your focus into the more positive, getting out of that Western New York winter spirit and, get some sunshine going.
Yeah.
Well, the first card I had was from the fairy cards, and it says it's light. And that's because the Queen of Fairies is shining light onto your situation and what's going on. And from the Metatron, they're saying, how you can't see it at all, but it's all green. Okay. And it has to do with health healing, heart healing, and you want to stay grounded. Stay grounded to the earth. So when you're seeing all these things going on and everything's coming to light, you want to stay grounded and always remember that there's no place like home.
Oh.
So you can do all these things from home, stay grounded, and let the light shine on it. Go ahead and do the work that you need to do.
Can I see that middle one real quick? It has a beautiful emerald in the center of it. It's a faceted emerald in the center that you can't see because of the green.
It totally gets lost. It's funny.
It's totally gone.
Goes off. But really, all the light's going to come in and be shown on it, but you do want to stay grounded and remember that home is where you want to be.
Oh, that sounds great, Heather. A new duo exhibition of her artwork. I love that.
There you go.
And okay, you got it. Please let us know if these cards resonate. These readings resonate with you guys. We really appreciate it. A general reading for Jules.
Hey,
Hi, Jules.
That mandala is beautiful.
Thanks. I think I've got 30 of them done so far.
Wow.
Got more to go, but
I keep looking in my mail to see if I've got one, but I haven't received one yet.
you know you're on the list.
I do. I'm not worried. I'm anticipating.
Sometimes they take a little while to manifest, you know, to what's the right one for the right person, and
Absolutely.
I have to honor
No
that.
doubt.
I'm shuffling.
You're fine.
Shuffling with gloves is definitely something that I'm getting.
Different,
Challenge.
isn't it? It's definitely a challenge. I would tell everybody in the chat tomorrow we're doing a spring equinox show with Illumination Portal, Valerie from Illumination Portal. So it's a special show, and it's at 2:00 tomorrow. You know, we always are at 3:00, but tomorrow we have psychic class, mediumship class later. So we're going to do it an hour earlier. So that's at 2:00 Eastern. And you know, Valerie is fabulous as an astrologer, and she's going to be full of information we all need to know. So
Love
fun.
Valerie. She's so great at explaining things.
She is. She's brilliant. Some people talk, and I can't figure out what they're talking about astrologically, but Valerie makes it simple to understand. So I really appreciate that.
Cool. So for Jules, the first card I have is number 14, Drive. And this is Lord Ganesha. It's like, you know, find your mojo and get it going. You know, we get kind of in slow motion, or, you know, we slow down in the winter months, and then summer comes, you know, spring comes, and time to get out there and start moving around, go for walks, you know, whatever your passion is, start acting upon it and moving forward. So I like that. Find your inner drive, or go for a drive. You know, sometimes just getting out and going for a drive is inspiring.
That's
and
true.
From the Archangel Michael deck, number 36, trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. So, you know, trust in spirit. Sorry, everything's upside down. One of these years I'll get good at this, but
I think you're just fine. You can see, at least you can see your cards. You can't see ours.
And, you know that Archangel Michael is always with you, and so are the other angels. And I get in the habit of, before I even set my feet on the ground in the morning, I talk to the angels, invite them in right away. You know, don't wait until you've got some kind of calamity and then ask them. Have a relationship with them right from the beginning of your day, and you'll find out that they're with you. You know, you're more aware of them all throughout the day. At least that's what I find anyway.
I do too.
And then from the animal spirit deck, we have Crow Spirit, co-create with spirit. So this is just the angels coming through again, letting you know that we're here to work with you. Just ask us, you know. And if you notice, you know, like we have ravens here, not so much crows. So I kind of, you can, you know, depending on where you live, bring in that energy. But they're so intelligent and so, you know, like
they are.
Like ravens, I know they use tools. You know, they'll use a twig or something as a tool, and I think crows are the same way. So Jules is a very intelligent person, and start using your wits to and add in the angels and get out there and manifest that drive. And maybe it's driving a new car. Who knows? There's a lot of ways to interpret drive.
True.
You know,
the thing is, if you don't ask for your angels' help, you don't get it.
Yeah, they can't help if you don't ask.
None of the other side cannot help if we don't ask. So I found it really hard to ask in the beginning. Nah, not so much. I'm good at asking for everything now.
Well, and the more you do it, like, people think that just because they're not having this, oh, I won the lottery, you know, this big event, that the angels aren't listening. But if you they start out small and they give you small messages, you know, a song or a feather or, you know, something like that. And then the messages get, you know, the things grow when they find out that you can handle it, then they pile it on.
And that you're here and that you're listening and receiving.
And don't get into this I'm not worthy nonsense, because that's not the case. You are worthy.
We all are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I was
Heather.
going to say, from the Metatron deck, It's a red card, and it's Indian located. Anyway, it says safety, strength, and power. And they want to assure you that Metatron wants to assure you you have that, because the fairy deck says it's something that you've been thinking about, maybe at the back of your mind. It's going to come to light. And so remember that when something comes to light and you deal with it, you become more free. Okay. And I would almost wanted to put this one back, because the Wisdom Oracle also said for you, home, there's no place like home. So I wouldn't be surprised if all these things happened while
At
you're
your
home.
home.
Okay.
Right.
But you have lots of strength from Metatron, a lot of power, and a lot of safety. So whatever comes up, you're all right. And being at home when it happens, it just makes you that much stronger. Okay.
Lovely.
Excellent.
Nice. Sweet. Okay. Where did y'all go? I have to go to Star. You've moved so fast. Cherie is next.
Hey, Cherie.
But I want to go. Whoops. I want to say hi to Ron, Unconditional Love. Welcome. Jesri, thank you for being here. Let's see. And Jill says, I love the crows.
Yeah.
Yay.
They always bring good messages.
Hi, G. Covington. Genevieve, welcome. She says, I try and say good morning when I'm in the car before I enter the expressway. I need all the protection I can get. Isn't that the truth if you're on the expressway for
No
sure?
kidding. Give me your cards. I guess I'll put them this way.
Okay.
I'm almost there. One more shuffle. Okay. Ooh, more birds. Let's see. So
Interesting.
for Cherie, from the Lord Ganesha deck, we have 41, belonging. So, you're in the right group to feel like you belong. I think everybody in our chat and all of us in our group, we all belong here. So I never felt like I belonged till I found all these wonderful people.
Isn't that the truth? I
Yeah.
really feel like I belong to this community. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And if you're having one of those days where you're feeling kind of out of sorts, tune into one of the live chats with
really
one of
works,
us.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're feeling out of sorts, all you got to do is tune in to somebody that you normally watch, and it's like, oh yeah, there's my tribe.
I do belong
good.
there. When I first moved here a couple of years ago, we had there's a wash, which is like it's usually dry, but when we get rain, the water really flows through there, and it all of a sudden the rain. I heard this roaring noise, and that wash was almost full, and it was just raging, and I was starting to like really freak out about if it was going to flood my house. I hadn't been here very long, and whatever, and I was feeling really antsy, and so what I did was I put on. I think it was Linda G and Danny Shea were on, and I just played a replay, and it was so calming. It was like I listened to my friends. They weren't live, I couldn't interact with them that way, but it really helped calm me down, So you always belong. You got us. We even on replay. And from the Archangel Michael deck, card 1, all is in perfect timing. This is it. It is time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. Well, what more encouragement can you get than that?
No kidding.
The doors are wide open, and there's just go with the light and surround yourself with that light, and all will be well. Even with the littlest things, the angels will help you with little things and big things, and they're there all the time. And from the Spirit of the Animal Oracle, I have Vulture Spirit, and that's about nothing is wasted. And people tend to think of Vulture as like something negative, but Vulture cleans up the stuff like the recycler,
They are. They're recyclers. Exactly.
Yeah. I was just outside yesterday watching one, just riding the air currents. They never even flap their wings. They get up there and they just go higher and higher and higher and ride those currents. And they get the bird's eye view of everything in a big way. They get like they go some of the highest, I think, of all the birds. So
Interesting.
yeah. So
I
up
see a
there, and you
lot of
probably
them
see some
here.
angels when you're up there too, flying around.
All right, Heather.
And well, the Michael card says that he's always there so that you be nice and peaceful. I thought it was interesting. I'll go through them separately, but all three of these have to deal with feeling at peace. There's the ocean, the moon energy, and then the ocean again, it says to the sea. So again, they're all three wanting you to relax some. You want to be, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. But communication is important. And they're telling you surrender to the ebb and flow of life, of what's going on. Surrender to it. Don't fight it. Just go with the flow, which
Yeah.
kind of means the same thing to me for the ocean. They're telling
Definitely.
you to go to the ocean. Again, there's an ebb and flow with it. So
Mhm.
all three of these things are giving you an ebb and flow. Even the communication is in a bottle that you put in the sea. So it follows the ebb and flow
The
to where it
message
needs
in
to
a
get.
bottle is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it all goes to where it needs to go. And you just need to go with the flow. Okay.
And Cherie also, I love this. Thank you very much, Cherie. Where does she say this? I do listen to the Crone Zoo in my off days. Thank you. We
We
appreciate
appreciate
that
that.
so much. Thank you so much.
I
Okay.
started watching a couple years ago over in England. There's something called mudlarks where they go along the Thames and it's kind of like beachcombing, you know. Sometimes they'll use a metal detector or they just go and they look and they find stuff. And every now and then they'll find a message in a bottle and they'll open it up. It's really interesting to see.
It is interesting when they do that. All right. Lisa's next.
Yeah, check
I
in
don't
with us next
Is it
Sunday.
Lisa or Lise?
I think it's Lisa with a Z,
Lisa.
like
Okay.
a Z sound. I think is what she told me, but she can
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong. It's her name.
Yeah,
I want to
please
get it right.
let us know, Lise.
Yeah, we'll do Destiny cards next Sunday on with Sherry. Fortunes and flows.
That'll be fun. I don't know if we have anybody next weekend. I haven't looked.
Check.
One day at a time for me lately.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lisa, she says yes, Lisa.
Thank you.
Makes me think of the Sound of Music with Liesel. So isn't that what that one of the children's name was?
Uh-huh.
I think
Liesel.
it was Liesel.
Mhm.
So I always remember it that way. One more card. So
It's a
for
beautiful name.
Lisa,
She's
Pardon
an
me?
older.
It's a beautiful name.
It is. So the first card we have is card 23, Empowerment.
Woohoo.
So good to feel empowered right now. You know, call in, look at that golden energy. You know, call that in and feel your own empowerment. Lift yourself up. And sometimes the best way to lift yourself up is by lifting up someone else. You know, if we get so dragged down in our own stuff that we're feeling low or, well, I can't do this or whatever, do something nice for somebody else. And the next thing you know, you're feeling a whole lot better about yourself. And a lot of your problems have worked themselves
That
out.
looks like that's at your third chakra.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Archangel Michael says, card number 5, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth. Then let Source take it from there. So, you know, Source, Archangel Michael, you know, whatever you want to call it, to call upon, what's your comfort zone? Look at those hands coming in to bring comfort to her
Yes. Beautiful.
and empowering
That's
her.
a Michael hug.
Definitely. And then we have from the animals, we have card 25, Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past. So, if you keep banging your head against the wall about something, you know, learn from it, address it, and let it go. And don't keep banging your head against that same wall, you know. Move on and do something different and know that the angels are with you to help you move forward. And look at those big ears out. Really listen. elephants can carry their ears really close to their head, or they can have them spread out like that. So when this is like antenna, and even those tusks to me look like antenna.
Kind of
So,
do.
and you got two elephants. You got Ganesha and the other elephant. So maybe call in elephant spirit and think about
Elephant
the
energy.
elephant
Definitely.
message that they bring.
Yeah, and along with those, you are in the process of building blocks. And just as they said in the Michael, the fairies say now is the time to ask for help. If you need help to help make sure that these building blocks are built correctly. And Metatron is saying, do ask for help for connection and attunement to make sure that all the building blocks are exactly as they need to be. Because you know that if you have a firm foundation, it's not going to rock. It's going to be exactly what you need it to be. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask Metatron for his help and attunement and correction, okay? And connection with everything, okay?
Lovely.
Which says very much what those say.
I love it when our cards line up. And
Oh, I know, right?
Teresa?
Yes, that's next is Miss Teresa.
Thanks for doing the queuing up everybody for us, Priscilla. Really appreciate that.
It makes it so much easier. And we still have time for more if there's anybody else out there. And really, Rockstar, don't call yourself stupid. Please don't do that to yourself. You're not. You know better.
We don't recognize that word here.
No.
No, we don't.
You're not stupid. You're exactly where you belong. Exactly doing what you're supposed to be doing.
And
Nothing stupid about that.
Lisa says, great advice. It's been my weakness asking for help.
Yes.
Hey, I think that's a lot of our weakness. We've always been
Yeah.
told it's not nice
You
to
need
ask
to-
for help.
You're not alone in this world. I don't know why anybody thinks you have to do everything by yourself.
No, you couldn't do everything by yourself. It's impossible.
It
You
is.
know? And when I have a really tough thing, like with a lot of little details, and I feel overwhelmed, like, oh, I want to get from A to B, but I have all these little things I have to do. And, go take a nap, leave it to the angels to work out the details. And it's amazing how many times you wake up and things are much clearer and stuff is resolved. And
True.
all you did was go lay down and shut your eyes for a while. Study the insides of your eyelids,
Yes, Rockstar, I got your question. You're starred. You're 3 away.
So for Teresa, we have card number 3, delight. So, you can say delight or like delight, like I see the light, find joy in the little things. What's he got there? I'm trying to see what. He's looking out. He's looking out of the cave towards the light. Find it. Get outside, breathe some fresh air, get the sun on your face now that it's starting to warm up, hopefully wherever you are, and take it all in. Then we have from Archangel Michael, number 6, be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self.
Yeah, I love
Rainbow
that
on
card. And that beautiful rainbow. Let your freak flag fly, you guys. Be you. Speak your truth. Shine your light.
Yeah. Then delight, be delight. Be delight yourself. One thing I like about this deck is it shows a lot of different cultures. It's not just all Angle people, which I think is nice. And then the animals, we have the bee spirit. Sweet results await.
Ooh,
Look at that.
Nice.
You got some honey waiting for you. Look at that. And that's, again, with the light in the background. There's a lot of light in these cards.
There is.
And
Love
bees
that card.
all work together. I know when I went to visit this was probably 20 years ago, and we went to Salt Lake City and went to the Mormon, there's the square there and everything, and went into Brigham Young's house, and like all the carved wood, the finials on the for like the staircases, and in the all in the wood, it's all bees and beehives, because it's about that hive working together and being productive. So take that light and move it into some honey, something that excites you and gets that rainbow energy going in you.
Great reading. Heather?
Yeah. Well, from the Wisdom Oracle, they're saying don't be afraid to get a leg up. It's a picture of a polar bear with a baby polar bear trying to climb up on his back. He needs a
Oh.
leg up. He needs a little help.
Cute.
And that's okay to listen to and hear the help. And then they're saying the fairies are saying you need to listen to nature's signs. The more you listen, the more you'll hear. And nature is continually trying to tell us something in our hearts. So it's not just a leg up, but also listen. And then Metatron's saying, hey, this is a wake-up call. You need to listen and take note, which goes with everything else. You need to listen, hear the signs, hear what they're saying to you. Okay? It's a wake-up call. Those also are a wake-up call to listen to what they're trying to tell you.
Lovely.
Very nice.
I hope that resonates, Teresa.
And I'm one of the worst ones on knowing how to be quiet, listen. you know,
Selectively deaf, are we?
yeah, selectively deaf. As well as being deaf, I'm also selectively deaf.
Huh? What? Huh?
Yeah, I know. Pull
Who,
out the
me?
hearing aids.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you talking to me? I didn't understand. I knew you were talking, but didn't know what you're saying.
I'm always amazed that my dogs can hear like a leaf fall off a tree a mile away. But if I'm wanting them to do something, I'm standing right next to them. All of a sudden, they can't hear me.
And that's the truth.
Yep.
That's so funny. My dog's like that. She can hear the wrap off her plastic wrap off her cheese. I give her pills with Baby Bell cheese.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I crack that plastic wrap, she is front and center. But call her name for something? No way.
And she's the Catahoula, right?
She's Catahoula.
And they're so stubborn,
Stubborn, smart and stubborn.
Yeah.
Too smart for their own good and
Yeah.
too stubborn.
Like when I call mine in and she I know she's got to, it's time for her to come in and she'll just look at me and then she'll take the longest trip around the yard before she comes in.
You betcha.
No
That's our
beeline.
sassafras. She's pretty sassy.
Sassafras. That's funny. Good name for a dog. Okay. So for G, we have Lord Ganesha says 45 prosperity. You've got some prosperity coming.
Yippee.
And prosperity can be a lot of different things. It doesn't just have to be money. It can be a lot of love coming your way. Maybe you're going to get a letter, something new coming in. Maybe it's a discount on something that you're already having to pay for, and all of a sudden there's some kind of a discount available to you. So look for prosperity in a lot of unique ways.
Nice.
And then we have, from the animals, we have Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. So get out there and back to that, let your freak flag fly. That's a hard thing to say.
Isn't it hard to say? It is hard to say. Every time I say it, I'm like, why am I saying this? It's too hard.
It's like the Fickle Finger of Fate award,
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is so cute how the badger has such a, ornery disposition reputation, but then look at the flowers on him. Like, I'm not so
He's
bad.
really cute.
Isn't he?
Yeah,
sweet?
a badger, I don't want to get in their way.
No.
This one makes him look really cute, though. So be
He
fearless and
really
bold
does.
like a badger. When you got to be, you have the permission to do it. And Archangel Michael says, welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith
That's
that
a
Source
double
will heal you.
prosperity.
Yeah. But it says, have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. So you got bookends of prosperity here, G. You'll have to let us know what comes your way, because
No kidding. That's exciting.
that's a lot. Be bold, get out there, maybe go buy that lottery ticket or, whatever that is. I think that your key to shifting, if you're feeling kind of stuck, is get outside yourself, push yourself, be bold, and then you're going to see some more rewards coming your way.
Sweet. And what did you get, Miss Heather?
Well, the first card I got was serendipity.
That's nice.
And you do have to watch out for those serendipitous moments because they do round up and they mean something. And they could just be the transformation. And with all those goodies coming, it could be that it's a gift that you're getting rather than a financial gift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It could be that you're developing something more, that you're being able to recognize the serendipitous things. And you may find that the change that you're going through is to help others who may be going across that rainbow bridge.
Oh,
Interesting.
Because it's
wow.
always open. And I know I spent a great deal of time talking to my mom about what would happen later. Now, she never remembered because she had
Dementia.
but spent, say that what?
That was your watch talking to you.
Was it?
I'm not just talking to you. Oh, sorry. Could you say that again? I don't know what's going on with that thing. Anyway,
Maybe that was your mom coming through
for
saying
you.
she heard you.
There are changes coming for you. Be sure to watch for those serendipitous things. And do know that that bridge is always there for whoever may want it. But it may also be part of a gift if you're understanding about that.
Right.
Okay. So it may be some of those gifts that you're talking about, how these changes are going to happen for you. Okay.
Mhm.
Sweet. Keep us posted, Genevieve.
Okay, Jess. Yeah, I always find when some little technology thing comes through and you've been talking about something, I always stop and think, what was I talking about when that little message happened?
Okay, I want to just highlight this message from Jess. She said she's got a lot going on. I could just really use whatever advice Spirit has for me. I've had so much going on mentally and emotionally, and I've been trying to manifest on top of it. Not sure how well I'm handling things. All right.
Let's see what we can do.
Find out.
We're going to find
A little
out.
bit of Jyutsu for Jess. If she wants to try this, she wants to bring on changes, positive changes. Cross your hands and hold the inside of your knees or the inside of your thighs. You know, you can do it when you're laying down, like in fetal position, or when you're sitting or riding in a car. That's the prime mover. That really gets, or you can hold your thumbs. That's another way to get there. So you can try that and see if that doesn't help harmonize what's going on with you.
Excellent advice.
I think everybody's got a lot going on these days. There's so much in the world and everything is so uncertain, and we've got big changes coming up this week, it seems. So let's see what we can find for Jess. Lord Ganesha, and I shuffled these cards and I cut them and everything. We got prosperity again. So you've got some good things coming, some gifts coming your way, you know, maybe a little extra in your bank account, or, you know, a lot of different ways you can get prosperity. And I liked what Heather said about it being gifts. You know, maybe you're realizing some spiritual gifts. And I know personally for me, I typically find an upgrade in my spiritual gifts when I'm going through challenges. It tends to bring us closer to that and brings those things forward more.
You're right.
So try to look at what you're going through in a more, you know, like as a positive thing. Take the challenge and make it a positive. Oh, look at this. Card 37. Welcome abundance into your life. Look at how these cards are. Prosperity, it's on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges.
Yippee skippy.
I shuffle these cards and I cut them and everything. And it's just amazing how they're coming up like this.
Jan's for yes. I put you on the list.
And then here we go again with Crow Spirit, card 17, co-create with Spirit. So again, you know, when you're feeling low, you're feeling down, you're feeling out of sorts. You know, the first thing I do because I'm by myself all the time, if I start feeling upset or anxious or I don't know what to do, I pull out either my tarot cards or my oracle cards and I start journaling. And if I don't know what to write in the journal, I write what the cards I pull say. And I always feel better when I get my tarot friends out. Or oracle, you know, whatever you want to call it, that what works for you. It's better than a therapy session for me. So maybe give that a try to identify what your gifts are, and, you know, get out there. Maybe there's a bird. Maybe you're going to get a message through a bird. Maybe you're going to see a crow or another bird that'll bring it through for you too.
Lovely. Yeah. You ready? Oh,
well, when I first drew cards, the first one I drew was serendipity again. Again, like her, I shuffled and I spread them out and I drew one. But I immediately got a message to draw another one, which I did, and it's peace.
Oh.
So look for those serendipitous things that help bring you the peace that you need, because you've been super, super busy and you want to have some peace. And then when I looked at the
Don't we
fairy
all?
cards, I looked at the fairy cards, and it says, have you ever been told that you're older than your years? Let that wisdom come forward to help bring you that peace. And take time, because the Metatron card says, take time to just relax and receive the healing that you need.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So with all four of these are saying, yes, everything is serendipitous and it's happening, but you might be so busy you're not seeing it. But what you should be seeing is more peace. Okay. And through that peace is because you have the wisdom to see your way through things. And like I said, this one says healing. Pause to receive it. So just take a moment, sit back, take some time for you. Okay?
Perfect.
Your soul can help you heal yourself, but you need to take the time to find that peace. Okay?
Okay, Rockstar, it's your turn.
I hope I hope she feels better. I hope she has a good week and something positive
Definitely.
comes through. Rockstar.
I bet it will.
I like your emoji.
I was just going to say that. It's cute.
That's cute.
With Rockstar, I don't think we're dealing with a shrinking violet here.
I don't think so. I think you're right.
We appreciate everybody being here and asking questions today. It's
Absolutely.
a lot of fun to work
Thanks
with
all of
everybody.
you, Facebook as well as YouTube. Thanks for being here.
We really do appreciate your
We
help.
do appreciate, and we love your input. We love your chatting with us. We love you sharing your issues with us. Thanks for everybody being here.
Okay, let's see what we've got for Rockstar. Lord Ganesha says cultivation. And look, Rockstar, Ganesha's playing.
Oh
an
my
instrument
God.
Here.
Playing an instrument. A sitar, isn't it?
There you go.
I don't know.
So get out there and start
What is
rocking
that
out, man.
instrument?
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is it
maybe
saying
it's not.
underneath? Just cultivation. Cultivation, it's springtime when you're starting to plant things. And I know
True.
we're a couple days after St. Patrick's Day, but I was reading in a book today that it was about cabbage, it was supposed to be the best day of the year to plant cabbage was on St. Patrick's Day, which I've never heard that before. So
And I'm not a fan.
no?
Nope. I seem to like fruit more than vegetables.
Yeah. I like my corned beef and cabbage. I don't eat a lot of it throughout the year, but and then card 28, someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. So get that guitar out there or whatever your instrument is. And some people, their voice is their instrument. And you may be calling in someone new into your life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Those look like lovebirds to me.
They look like doves, yeah. Yep. And then we have card 61, Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. You always think of Thanksgiving with the turkey. And, be thankful for the little things. If you're having a really rotten day, be thankful that I've got a hot shower or,
A
my
comfortable
shoes are
bed to
comfortable.
sleep in.
Yeah, I got a comfortable bed.
That's what I do when I'm being a jerk and down and depressed. I always start with the little things. I have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
I have a car to get places in. I'm lucky.
And that's really how you switch out of, I think, I mean, I've dealt with depression almost all my life. And when I
Me
started
too.
focusing on all the little things that are actually going right, I stopped being depressed. I know it sounds very simplistic, but I think that's the key to it. It's how we perceive things and express ourselves. So playing music is also really helpful, I think, for uplifting our spirit.
It is for me. I always go back on the lanai and turn on music. And sometimes I need it to dance. I just have to dance it out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first card I pulled for you is community, which means don't forget that you are part of the community. And you should be feeling the earth, because the next card says go outside and go and feel about what's going on around you. Listen to it. Be part of that community, as the first card said. And while you're there, if you feel like you need to untie some knots of the karma that's been going around you, it's a good time to do that. And Metatron will be there to help you untie the knots that you need to untie and work through. Okay? But you want to remember that you are part of the community, both us and also nature's community. Okay?
Nice.
Beautiful. Lovely ladies. Let's see what she says. I'm all about finding happiness in smaller things. Perfect.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's lovely.
And that's really what it's about. You know, when the big
is.
things come along, but it's the little things that make us the happiest, I think.
I agree. And next we have Jan's Free.
Hey, Jan.
And that's the last one I have. Wait a minute. Let me go back to it. Just says, Jezree says, I always think that it could be worse. I could be sleeping in a tent and eating out of the trash. So grateful for what I have and pray God blesses those who are in that situation.
Yes.
I agree.
That's
I'm with
important,
you.
you know, acknowledging that others are struggling and sending them a little good energy too.
Butterfly Kisses, put your page up, please. A link to your page. Butterfly Kisses has a wonderful page that is full of little light things to make you feel good.
And she's showing us all around San Diego too, all these little fun things
Exactly.
you can go do in the shorts. And
yeah, it's fun watching her and all the different places that she goes. It's like a tour guide of San Diego. It's brilliant. Little shorts, but I highly recommend. So please, Butterfly Kisses, put a link. Oh, she says she can't because of her. She's on her phone.
No, maybe somebody else who's the
Maybe
moderator.
somebody else that's in there with a wrench can do it.
So for Jan's Free, I pulled again card 4, Reflection. So here we go again. You know, reflecting on what you've got, reflecting on the blessings that you have and the things that you can share and how you can shine your light out there. And you know, reflection makes me think of mirror. So choose to mirror people or things that you admire, that you'd like to be more like. And then that elevates everybody.
You are now, Sherry.
And we have card 1, all is in perfect time again. Again, this is it. It's time to take action now. Archangel Michael will be here to help you every step of the way. Look at that bright light shining through there.
Lovely.
Yeah, just open yourself up to that. You know, to me, that's like the sunshine. You know, get out there and get your face in the sun and feel good. And then we have from the animals, we have card 36, Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough.
Sweet.
Really uplifting cards coming through today. And, you know, the koi fish is always about when they swim, they move their spine, and that the health of an animal is shown by how much they move their spine. So the more you get out there and move, even if all you can do is wiggle in your chair and get that spine moving, that helps move your energy and it brings in new things and all kinds of good stuff. So there you go.
That's cool.
There you
Okay,
go.
the first card I got is Observer. And we know that you are an observer because otherwise you couldn't do the things that you do. Okay. And there are also hidden depths to you that even you don't know are there. So when you just sit quietly and start thinking about things, you'll find that there are things coming up that you didn't know they were there, but they're going to help you in further along things. And don't forget, because you have all those hidden depths and you are such a good observer and show people what you're doing, it's very important for you to shine your light.
Mm-hmm.
Be that beacon to all those people who don't have those things. You need to be that beacon. Don't be afraid to be that beacon. Okay?
That's lovely.
And I think we do mirror each other in this community. You know, I
I
think
think
that
we do too.
we make our light that much brighter. We shine that much brighter because we bounce off that, you know, we echo off each other. And I love that she said that. I love her avatar too. It's so cute.
Precious. That is the last reading, and that's amazing because it's 4 o'clock.
Right on
So
time.
I don't know how you two did that. That was amazing.
Right on time.
But let's do one for the collective. Let's do that.
I'm just going to do a single card for the collective, and I'll use Metatron.
And I'll use Archangel Michael. We'll stay with the angels. Okay.
Ooh, let's stay with the
Nice one.
angels. That's great.
Okay. And this one flew out when I was shuffling, and it's card number 2. Angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. And I think
Beautiful.
that's a great message for all of us every
All
day
of
of
us.
the week.
It is. It's a perfect message for today. I
And I
love
think
that.
I think with
The other
with
one that's perfect with it is go with the flow.
there you go.
Go with the flow. Go ahead and ride through on that canoe through the river and just enjoy the ride. Just go with the flow.
Drop the oars and
Just
go with the
paddle
flow.
on.
Paddle on. I love that. That's great, ladies. Thank you. Fantastic. So next Sunday, Juno is on Sherry's channel, Sherry H, Voices from the Swamp. Be sure and join them. I think we will.
Yeah. And then tomorrow we have
Tomorrow we have Valerie, and we're going to talk about the equinox. And I would imagine she's also going to talk about the new moon on the 21st, since it's just a day later. So
right.
that'll be interesting. Valerie's always full of information that we can all understand.
Right.
She explains it so well. Everybody, thank you for being here this afternoon. We so appreciate your love and support. Please click the button, like and subscribe if it feels good to you, and feel free to share our videos. Get them out there. Let other people find out about the Crones. we would love more Crones to join us. And until next time, we love you, each and every one of you. Go out, shine your light. That's all we ask you to do, is share your love with the rest of the planet. And until next time,
Thank you so much.
lots of love.
Hey,
Juno,
everybody.
thank you as always.
Oh,
We
it's an
love
honor to
having
be
you
here. Thank you so much.